I'm starting something here. Right now, today, I'm in West Virginia. Good old mountains of West Virginia. I had to slide my tandems to make sure my weight was right. Yep, you're right. I move shit. But we'll talk about that in a different video. What I wanted to kind of focus on with this is addiction and sobriety. The process, the journey. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and get something to eat because I'm fat and I like to eat. So, and then I will get back at you. But we're going to start like in the tail end of my addiction, and I'm going to chat about what led me straight into sobriety. I will catch you in a minute. Don't go nowhere. Okay, so I'm back. I don't have no food, but I'm back. When I first got here, I weighed myself and, weighed my load, and I don't want to weigh myself. And then I got into the fuel island thinking I could just pull through there and go grab something to eat real quick, but they shut down the fuel island. They are out of fuel. They had one job. So then, I'm like, okay, fine. I will grab a parking spot and walk my happy ass up there and grab something to eat. Well, turns out the electric is out and no one's getting in. So I don't get to eat here. And so much for using the restroom. I mean, I'm no stranger to peeing in a cup now. I mean, I am a trucker, so trucking's turned me into an animal, but it's cool. I'll manage. So I guess I'll sit here and chat it up with you a little bit about some snippets of my addiction, some snippets about what led me to recovery, and then it'll bleed on into what I'm doing now. Okay, so I definitely didn't want to get sober. Nobody does. I was in love with my addiction. So I was avoiding getting sober, and I was running from some legal trouble. And I definitely didn't want to face that, because that would have thrown me into getting sober, unless I wanted to do some jail time or prison time. And I have a sweet, loving dog that I couldn't bear to even think about what would happen to her and what would go through her mind if I just suddenly disappeared. So, anyway, I'm in the tail end of my addiction. I'm running from some trouble, and I meet, let's call him the Jeckel. All right. So I meet this person, and he's a character. Let me tell you what. I think he needed to stay far away from drugs and alcohol. He was definitely on a different level of delusion. Been held hostage in a tent before? Oh, it's an experience. And, I mean, oblivious in my oblivion, I still wasn't up there with him. Like, he was on a different level. And, after a while, I thought, you know what? It's okay. Live and let live. I'm going to go my way. He can go his. Oh no. He didn't want to go his. He was certain that he was going to torment me because he made himself unbearable. He made himself unbearable. Going with me or you're going to jail. I was running from indictments, and this character would find me on the streets at night, in the day, whenever, and he would follow me and yell and make such a scene. You're going with me or you're going to jail. This got old. I was thinking, God, I'm gonna have to go to jail. Okay, so I made it to Pennsylvania. So I've been kind of white knuckling it, going down the mountains and stuff. You'll have that. This is my first winter in the mountains, and it's something. Let me tell you, it is something. And I'm trying to eat. I haven't ate yet. Oh, fuck. Oh, well. Anyway, welcome back, everybody. Listen. Like and subscribe if you want to continue seeing my rants of snippets of chaos and balance. You know, the journey of going from being on the streets and being addicted to being in recovery and rebuilding your foundation, you know. Sorry. In fact, I've got to eat. So I guess I'll start with in the beginning, of everything, turned myself in, got back out, then, you know, me, I'm ordered to do the outpatient rehab, okay, and I'm like, okay, and then they was having me schedule an appointment with my bond diversion or whatever, and I was like, okay, you know. So I was getting out, and now granted, I was still dipping and dodging from the Jeckel. Alright, so I am still outside because at this point in my life, I don't have a home. I hadn't had a home in a long time. You know, the freedom to go without. So I was trying to avoid the chaos and trying to get high as long as I was trying to continue getting high for the little span of time I had left. I was like, I got 2 weeks. I'm still gonna fuck around for about 2 weeks, and then I'm gonna have to get serious. Okay. So, well, let me tell you about that. About a week goes by, and I'm like, well, I gotta go check in and schedule for this bond diversion program, or, you know, the appointment to get everything done. And so I have someone watch Honey, my dog. I usually have her here with me, but she's not here right now. She's at home, keeping everybody company there, giving her a break from the road. But anyway, so I go to this place, and I'm like, yeah, but I need to make an appointment with y'all, and they're like, okay. And I'd gotten high right before I went there. Like, I definitely did, because I was like, you know what, if they test me and I'm positive, then they'll just say, you know, next time when you come in, you can't be positive. Okay. I was like, it'll give me a little leeway, you know? That's what we're all looking for, a little leeway. So anyway, I go in there, and as soon as I get there, they're like, so if you were to give us a urine sample today, what would we find? Drugs. What do you think you're going to find? And I said, meth. And he said, so would you mind giving us a sample? I said, sure. I'd love to know what's in my drugs. And I mean, it was cool. I really did want to know, because there's no telling anymore. So I give them the urine sample, and they're like, you know, they're listing off a couple things. I was like, oh, that ain't so bad, you know, thinking, well, that was a good batch, you know. But anyway, so they put me in this room, and they said, it'll just be a few minutes. We're going to get the paperwork for you. It'll be just a few minutes. He'll be back with the paperwork, your appointment date. Well, as time goes by, it's ticking by. I'm feeling kind of uncomfortable. Like, I am definitely in trouble here. It's taking too long. And I keep asking, like, how long is it going to be? Like, how long is this going to be? Like, I have a dog down the street. I can't be gone too long, you know. And, oh, no, it'll be just a few minutes. It'll be just a few minutes. About 5 more minutes pass, and I'm a little antsy at this point, you know. I'm like, something's not adding up here. I think I might be in trouble here. And the guy finally comes through the door and says, all right, we need to go downstairs and see the judge. Or upstairs. I said, see the judge? I was here to get an appointment. He was like, yeah, but you failed your drug test, so you have to see the judge. I was like, am I going to jail today? He says, oh, probably. Oh, from that point on, I'm like, I can't go to jail today. I have a dog down the street. I told her I'd be right back. Come on, man. Come on. You got to go up here and see the judge. You got to come up here and see the judge. We'll see what happens. I'm like, fuck. What the fuck, man? I got all my bags sitting on the steps of the courthouse. A good friend of mine was in court too, so I said, you care if you watch my bags? Like, I'll be right back. I'm just making an appointment. Okay, so here I go upstairs to see the judge. So I go in and I sit down, and the judge comes out, and I immediately start to speak to her, and I said, listen, we're going to have to schedule this for a different day. I said, because I have a dog down the street, and I have someone watching her, and I can't go to jail today. And she says, well, you know, the terms of your bond agreement was you stayed off drugs. And I was like, oh, fuck that. I'm not going to stay off drugs till I got medication to help me. Fuck that. Right? And then I'm like, I can't do this today. We're going to do this a different day. And I stood up and I went to go out that door. 2 bailiffs got a hold of me. So here I am in the courthouse, flailing and screaming, and at this point crying because I don't know what's going to happen to my dog now, because now they're throwing me in jail. So I am flailing and screaming, and I mean, I definitely made them work for their money that day, which I can't be too cool. It was like, you know, 2 bailiffs, 2 retired cops or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, you don't get cool points for that, you know. But anyway, And then they end up having me cuffed. They have me cuffed, and they sit me in this room with this man that's just not even paying attention. Like, he's acting like I don't exist. Because at this point, I've got every fluid oozing out of my, like, every fluid. Like, just, I'm a mess. I'm an absolute fucking mess. Okay? And I just keep thinking about my dog, Honey, and I told her I'd be right back. And she was watching me as I left, and she would keep watching me until I came back. Like, that's how Honey is. And I just couldn't handle the fact that she was standing there wondering where I was and with a man she didn't know yet. That was devastating for me. And so I'm sitting there and I'm crying. I got tears. Like, I am just a mess. My nose is running. Tears are flowing. And I look at this officer, and he's pulling out a piece of gum, right? And I look at him, I'm like, can I have a piece of gum? He didn't even look at me. Didn't even look at me. And that day, my friends, I went to jail. Yep, sure did. Sure did. Shenanigans of getting high and the process of getting sober. Catch y'all later.